Hi everybody, my name's Jason,
I'm Jaden.
and we are the Yahuwah and the Torah channel, and we thank you guys very, very much for hanging out with us. We have Cade now sitting down, and Eli is joining us. We appreciate it, and we thank you guys again. We are the little family that's sitting out in the middle of a jungle around a little table, and we truly invite you guys to be part of our family, and we have met a tremendous amount of amazing people online, and we have a lot of email communications with a lot of people, and it's amazing the people that Yah sends our way, and it's amazing the people that Yah wakes up. And there is a huge waking up process in the world. And I don't know if it's going to be fast enough, but there's a lot of people that for some reason they are able to come out of the darkness. They are able to come out of the indoctrination. And the indoctrination is something that we've all been presented with, and we've all been programmed with from childbirth. Our parents have indoctrinated us into their religions. They have indoctrinated us into what their parents' religions were, and they were all indoctrinated. And so we have what they call traditions of men, and the traditions of men are passed down from generation to generation. And this is what we are attempting to try to break. And we are the family that believes that the laws, statutes, and commandments that are found in the first 5 books of Scriptures are the keys to life, and it is what we should be obeying. It is what we should be obeying for all generations. With it comes blessings, and with it, without doing it, it also comes curses. And so we are those people who are trying to convince everybody to read their scriptures as a love letter from our Creator to you in a fashion, in a way that you guys will understand that we have been given the greatest thing ever, which is the law, the laws of our Creator. And we have been told to follow them, to keep them. And so, guys, we are in the second month on our Creator's calendar. What day are we today? Actually, on the Gregorian. 28th on the Gregorian calendar. So it is the 10th day on the second month of our Creator's calendar. It is the 28th day of the 4th month on the Gregorian calendar. Everyone still alive here at this table?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. That is a very good sign. Life is good. Okay, guys, this is Yah Scriptures. We have these available right now. They will be available in our hands in June. This is how, if you want to support Boss Clan, if you want to support prisoners, if you want to support anybody, if you guys want to have value, this is the book for you. Now, this book has 103 books in it. It is the largest book that has ever been produced that has these scriptures in them. And they're all restored names of our Creator, the restored names of His Son, and the hidden Apocrypha that has been hidden for all generations, for everybody. At least it's been hidden for the last 2,000 years, and now it's available again, open to your eyes. Now, if you don't want to purchase them, that is absolutely no problem whatsoever, because you have 2 versions right here. They're absolutely free of charge, and these are the same things that we have in the big book. You guys can download to any one of your digital devices, your tablet, your phones, your computer, wherever you like it. You can read this in the comfort of your own home. Also, if you guys have eSword, for those of you who are eSword people, we have this completely done and available. Version 1.04 is here, and you can get this on Android as well as iOS. The last thing I would like to mention right here is that Traditions of Men. Revision 2 is right here. We will actually have Revision 3 probably very soon, but we are rolling through that. Last but not least, these are short story Amazon books that you guys can get. 100% of the proceeds go to our brothers and sisters in chains. These books right here are all of what you actually find in Yah Scriptures in the big book, the $70 book. If you, for some reason, you would like the smaller ones or want to ship a smaller one to someone individually, this is them. Okay, we are in the book of MELAKIM, 1 Kings chapter 6. Jade, break it down. What's happened to this point? Where are we at? What's going down?
Solomon became king after his father had anointed him while he was still alive. His father as he became king. His father died. Told him to kill certain people that he left alive during his lifetime. He said to kill them. They don't deserve to be alive anymore. And then Solomon saw Yahuwah, and Yahuwah said, "I will give you wisdom," and because he asked what he asked for instead of riches or anything else. And then Solomon started doing some bad things. It seems he married, outside the nations, he married the daughter of Pharaoh, which is from Egypt, which we're commanded not to marry outside of those who are Hebrews. And then he also, the people started slaughtering on some high places for some apparent reason. We don't know exactly why, but he let it go on. And it seems like he was starting to sin as well.
Yep. And he's definitely into some stuff. And the book of Josephus, it was talking a little bit about how Solomon is very young in his reign when he started doing wickedness. Like it was not later on in his things. It had been a very long time that he was doing what he was doing. Okay, here we go. 1 Kings chapter 6. And it came to be in the 480th year after the children of Israel had come out of the land of Mitzrayim, in the 4th year of the reign of Shalom over Israel, in the month of Zu, which is the 2nd month, that he began to build the house of Yahuwah. Now, we don't have the thing about the month of Zu, ZIW, we don't have this, right? This is something, we don't know how this ended up in scriptures. I don't know how this ended up in scriptures. I don't actually know what the Greek of it was, but we don't have things with names in it. And this is why our Creator has given us month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5. But we're going to get some names here, and I think this may be something that they named out of Babylon, although this was before they ever went into captivity. So I don't know how this actually came up with names of the month like that, because, again, our Creator has not named them. 2, and the house which sovereign Shalom built for Yahuwah was 60 amma long and 20 wide and 30 amma high. And the porch at the front of the haykel of the house was 20 amma long, according to the breadth of the house, and its width 10 amma from the front of the house. And he made for the house windows with narrowed frames. And against the wall of the house he built rooms all around, the walls of the house all around the haykel and the speaking place. Thus he made side rooms all around. The lowest side room was 5 amma wide, and the middle one was 6 amma wide, and the third one was 7 amma wide, for he made narrow ledges around the outside of the house, so as not to lay hold on the walls of the house. What's an amma, guys? Again, does anyone remember?
18 inches.
Is an amma 18 inches or a cubit?
It was like 17.5, I think.
I thought that was a cubit.
The cubit's 18 and the amma was 17.5.
I don't think this is right. It said the lowest side was 5 amma wide. You're talking this guy's room is 6 feet wide? That can't be. Look up amma. This can't be.
It's almost, he's a foot and a half per one, so it's like...
Dude, you're not going to have a room that's 5 feet wide. That is not a room. That's a closet.
AMMAH?
Yeah.
It's 17 and a half inches.
17 and a half inches. Okay, the lowest side room was 5 amma wide. So we're talking 100 inches, under 100 inches. This must have been a very, very small room. The middle one was 6 amma, and the third one was 7 amma wide. These are like, these are very, very small.
So long, it's different. So it says amma, and then it has long.
Yeah.
It's 20 and a half inches. But then it has just amma, and it's 17 and a half inches.
The middle one was 6 amma wide. So 6 amma wide would be what?
17 and a half.
17 and a half inches?
Each.
Okay, so we're still talking not a very big room is what we're talking about on this. Whatever this design he's making right here, it's not very big. Okay, for he made narrow ledges around the outside of the house so as not to lay hold on the walls of the house. And the house, when it was being built, was built with finished stone made ready beforehand, so that no hammer or chisel or any iron tool was heard in the house while it was being built. The doorway for the middle side room was on the right side of the house, and they went up by the stairs to the middle side rooms, and from the middle to the third. So he built the house and completed, and he paneled the house with beams and boards of cedar. And he built the side rooms of the structure against the house, each 5 amma high, and they were fastened to the house with cedar beams. Now, I don't know, like where it just says 5 amma high, side rooms on the structure. I don't know if we have our math right on this.
It's almost 7 feet. It's 81 and a half inches.
See, and that sounds like a short. Like if he's talking about the height of a house being 7 feet or less.
I think the average of people during those days was like 5'5". So.
And most houses only have like 7 to 10 foot ceilings.
Yeah, you can usually in most houses you can jump up and touch the ceiling, but that's still like I guess that's it. I guess this house is not very big. I was always thinking this was like a little bit bigger.
They just skipped the same, made the roof there.
Yeah. Okay, and the word of Yahuwah came to Shlomo saying, "The house which you are building, if you walk in my laws and do my right rulings and shall guard all my commands and walk in them, then I shall confirm my word with you, which I spoke to your father David, and shall dwell in the midst of the children of Israel and not forsake my people Israel." So there again is the same thing that our Creator has told to us that if we will walk in his laws, if we will do his right rulings, and we will guard all of his commands, then he will confirm with us. He will be our Elohim, and we will be his people. This is the same thing. It goes over and over from the beginning of the book to the end of the book. 14. So Shlomo built the house and completed it. And he built the walls of the house inside with cedar boards. From the floor of the house to the ceiling, he paneled them on the inside with wood and covered the floor of the house with planks of cypress. And he built 20 amma at the rear of the house from floor to walls with cedar boards. And he built inside as the speaking place, as the most Kodesh place. And the house was 40 amma. It is the Hayekil before it. And the cedar for the house inside was carved with ornaments and open flowers. All was cedar. Not a stone was seen. All right, so I think we're talking about two different places. I think we're talking, the first one was like a little room, and then we're talking, this house is 40 amma. That's what I'm thinking of, would be something that you would have to dwell in, or something of the sort, right? It's 40 amma is going to be what, 17 and a half inches?
540 inches.
540 inches, so we are talking, that's pretty tall. That's like what, 40 feet tall?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's 40 something.
Okay. 18. And the cedar for the house inside was carved with ornaments and open flowers. All was cedar, not a stone was seen. And he prepared the speaking place in the midst of the house, to place the ark of the covenant of Yahuwah there. And the front of the speaking place was 20 amma long, and 20 amma wide, and 20 amma high. And he overlaid it with fine gold, and overlaid the altar of cedar. And Shlomo overlaid the inside of the house with refined gold, and made gold chains pass over the front of the speaking place, and overlaid it with gold. Thus he overlaid the entire house with gold, until the entire house was completed. And the entire altar that was by the speaking place he overlaid with gold. And inside the speaking place he made 2 cherubim of olive wood, 10 amma high. And one wing of the cherub was 5 amma, and the other wing of the cherub 5 amma. 10 amma from the tip of one wing to the tip of the other. And the other cherub was 10 amma. Both cherubim were of the same size and shape. The height of one cherub was 10 amma, and so was the other cherub. So you have like a cherub here that's 10 amma. This is like higher than some of the stuff that we were just bigger.
He's not fitting inside.
Yeah, this thing is huge. This thing is a large thing. 27. And he placed a cherubim in the midst of the inner house, and they stretched out the wings of the cherubim, so that the wing of the one touched one wall, and the wing of the other cherub touched the other wall. And their wings touched each other in the middle of the room. And he overlaid the cherubim with gold, and he carved all the walls of the house all around, both inside and outside, with carved figures of cherubim, and palm trees, and open flowers. And he overlaid the floor of the house with gold, inside and outside. And for the entrance of the speaking place, he made doors of olive wood, the lintel, doorposts a fifth. And the 2 doors were of olive wood, and he carved on them figures of cherubim, and palm trees, and open flowers, and overlaid them with gold. And he spread the gold on the cherubim and on the palm trees. And so he made doorposts for that door of the Hayekil of olive wood, a 4th part. And the 2 doors were of cypress wood, the 2 leaves of the one folded, and 2 leaves of the other door folded. So it sounded like a folding door, is what that particular sounds like. What do you guys make of this right now? What are you guys getting on this?
Reminds me a lot of the Torah when they were building, just a lot of building, we can't actually see it, but we have tried to imagine what they're trying to tell us. We can't actually see what it looks like.
Yeah, but this was David's design. This was David's design. This was not the original.
Right. This is a whole different design. This is something this is like more of a house for you. This isn't like his temple or anything.
Because the tent that Yah had back in the days, he didn't have it wasn't made of gold. It was just a tent, right? And the stuff inside was gold, but he didn't. This is a fairly expensive structure. Okay, 35. And he carved cherubim, palm trees, and open flowers, and overlaid them with gold smoothly on the carved work. And he built the inner courtyard of 3 rows of hewn stone and a row of cedar beams. In the 4th year, the foundation of the house of Yahuwah was laid in the month of Zu. And again, that's odd. That's just an odd thing. This has to be some sort of Judaism or something that gave us this. I'd have to look this up to find out where the word Zu came. Okay, and here we go again, continuing on. And in the 11th year, in the month Bol, the 8th month, the house was completed in all its matters and according to all its plans. Thus he built it for 7 years. So again, we don't have any of these names in what our Creator has told us are the months. We have numbers. All right. Anyone have anything?
7 years to build a house. That's a long time to build a house.
It's half the time it took Solomon to build his.
Yeah, almost. I think it's
Solomon was 14 or 11 or 12 or something. Yeah, but
still, I don't know why it took seven years. It seems like it takes a very long time.
This was very, very huge. You got to understand that David, before Solomon was even probably born, had been stocking up on stuff like this. When we've read from this other stuff, there was mass amounts of gold, silver, brass. Like it was a massive store pile of all of this stuff. So it was huge. And when you're dealing with this kind of intricate work, all these guys, I mean, there's designing gold things. I mean, there was a tremendous amount of work. So yeah, 7 years to perfect something like this, as well as it was talking about, they weren't allowing noise inside of that. Did you catch that part? Where they said they were not chiseling or anything inside of it, so they were doing all their work outside and then hauling all of these things in.
And probably also want like stuff after they just did the furnishings and whatever, they finished the wood. They probably don't want like metal shards and stuff in there.
Oh yeah, I mean they completely. I mean there was a construction crew and they came in and they cleaned up probably several times for the construction crew.
This house must be just huge. Because as many people as there are, I don't think they should take 7 years.
Yeah, you never know. You don't know how many people are actually working on it, right? You don't know if everybody's working on it. That's what we don't know, is how many people they're actually working on it. Maybe he didn't want the common folk working on it. Maybe it was the specialty guys, the really high-end specialty guys, the guys that could just do anything, and they were just those guys. And so I don't know. I don't know if we know. Maybe it says somewhere further in Josephus, but I'm beyond this for now. So, all right. Everyone, thank you guys very much. We hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for being a part of the Yahuwah and the Torah, and we're out.
All right, shalom.